I hope this is working. Now, a couple things to cover before I get started properly. Number one, I spent all of yesterday setting up a new setup. I'm now recording in 120 FPS on a separate OBS instance running purely off of NVENC with a QRF of 12. For anyone who knows what that means, you'll be like, holy fuck. For anyone who doesn't know what that means, you don't give a shit. But I spent all day yesterday trying to get it to work, so there you go. Still live streaming 60 FPS, 1600 by 900, so your guys' quality is pretty sweet. What up, Greg? Right, point number two. I got early access to Back 4 Blood. It comes out tomorrow. The early access to the early access. So I'll be playing that tomorrow. All of tomorrow, instead of Chernobylite, which is why I decided to do this today instead of some other day. Pretty much Gamer Against. I plan on doing this today instead of some other day because I think Chernobylite is going to be on the back burner while I play Back 4 Blood. What else? Slummy, thank you very much for the 10 tier 1 subs and Blood-Ets. Yes, Blood's Edge Live. I was trying to combine your name with Sets. And we're subscribing to tier 1 for 29 months. Fuck me. Almost 3 years. Will you be recording this? I am recording this. Don't know if it'll turn it into video. Don't know if I care enough to turn it into video. He may ban you again. Better do it today. Yeah, when I tweeted that, I was a little bit worried. Okay. So, let me get you up to speed about Day of Dragons. I haven't taken any screenshots. Let me put myself online here. There we go. So there's no reason why this should work. Day of Dragons was a game that was kickstarted 2 years ago with the development time of less than 2 weeks and a thought time that apparently he'd been thinking about it for 102 weeks. Based on what has been said since, that is pretty much the story as it's come. When he released the Kickstarter, he implied that he'd been developing it for 2 years, which was complete and utter bullshit. IGP called him out on it. Sid Alpha called him out on it. I called him out for him breaking the EU law and legislation, as well as breaking Steam terms of service. And as a result, we were all banned, except Sid Alpha. Because I guess, because Sid Alpha is somewhat professional, I say somewhat, the dude's more professional than any of us, assuming thinking about banning him was a bad idea. That's the story. There was no updates for about 1.5 years after that time, right? So from December 2019, he releases consistent updates, then just fucking disappeared for about 1.5 years. Recently as in then, July 21st, he finally released an update. A major update. I barely checked it out. Don't really know very much. He's got pretty screenshots, but I'm going to be honest, it's really easy to do with Unreal 4's lighting. Unreal Engine's lighting is just stunning. Possibly only busted by Unity, who has some staggering lighting. You know hardcore banned anymore? I'd probably not. I've tried it. I wasn't banned. He might have rebanned me. But I have tried to play it. I'm not hardcore banned anymore. I'm pretty sure he either just fucked up a code. We'll investigate this together. He either fucked up the code or Steam had a word with him and he removed the hard code ban. So the RE engine's best for sure. I mean, I more mean like consumer available engines carry you. Unless the RE engine is consumer available. Fuck me. Consumer available. In which case, yes. So, first things first, I'm going to show my work. Here is my homework. I was checking Steam to make sure it wasn't down anymore. That is fine. Homework time. JJ, thank you very much for subscribing. What's up, Psycho Commando? Homework time. So this is the depots. This is all of his beta testing, his development branch, blah, blah, blah. Last updated 2 days ago, whatever. That is what it is. You know, he's got a test branch, he's got a client branch, he's got a developer branch, and then he's got a public branch. All this stuff makes sense, perfectly fine. And he's got a couple of different setups going on here with his logos, etc., etc. I'm trying to find there is a DLC page, and I can't remember where it is. Oh well, it doesn't matter. That isn't really what's important. What I want to show you guys is the update history, because this is what intrigues me, to be honest. The fuck is that? I've never seen that before. Right. Let me find the update history. Here somewhere. There it is. So, we're going to ignore all this stuff, right? 3rd of August 2021. Anything recent I want to skip. What I want to see is the update schedule prior to this latest release of this beta. So we're going to scroll back. Last month, yes, 25th of June. So this is him updating the betas, right? This is the Depot 1800 fucking whatever. That's the beta stuff. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I didn't know about this. So that was 2 months ago. He removed a shit ton of DLCs. You know, the little bit of development process off the Acid Drake, the DLC, working on that. Okay, guys, thank you very much for 10 tier 1 subs. And Debdon 5, thank you for the 2 tier 1 subs. And Very Banana Man, thank you very much for 100 bits. Guys, I want to get into this. We're digging deep. We're investigating this together. He removed all the DLCs and people had to message the mods to get them back. Are you allowed to do that? That seems a bit fucking shady. Also, I just realized this music's really loud. There you go. Fuck off. There we go. Slipping up ignoring one thing. Right, I'm looking for... Okay, he added... this is when he added the test depot. He was still doing game devs. He removed more DLC. Okay, that's fine. That's whatever. That's his Linux. So we're 3 months ago, 6 months ago. Right. Okay, here we are. This is where we want to be. So, starting about 3 months ago, maybe, is when development resumed on Day of Dragons. From what we can tell, we don't know what was going on in the background, whatever. So, development started, let's say, from the baseline of December 2019, which was what was reviewed prior. Development has been started since December of 2019. It is now August of 2021. So, 4 months ago, tags, whatever. Added another trailer. That really doesn't fucking matter. 6 months ago, he updated the game by removing something. Okay? Whatever. Review percentage. We are now 8 months ago, 4 months prior to his development on the beta. There has been no changes to any depot on Steam. None. Don't know what was going on that time. At this point, he is not updating it. There's no update here. He just updated test. Nothing. Beta. This is him working on some beta stuff. Whatever. So this is January of 2021. He's added the beta. Scrolling back, December of 2020. He's not. These are all on test. Okay. So when was test created? Test. Not allowed to see that. You know what? That's fair. That makes sense. We can at least look at this. Test is updated 3 days ago, August 2020. Okay, so you're literally not allowed to see the history of specific. Okay, that, you know what? That's probably a good thing. Thank you, Steve. But I'm not seeing any updates for the public branch. How far ago are we now? 11 months ago. So we're basically a year ago at this point. There's no updates to the main branch. Ooh, he added Linux. Congratulations. Except I don't think that's actually adding Linux. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not entirely up to date on that. Right. Test, game dev. Fucking A, man. You're making me scroll back here. Game dev. Removed community. What? I don't know what that means. Removed Wait, what? Removed community visible stats. Added. What are community visible stats? Let's have a look. Steam. Okay. Should be fixed next week according to Valve. Okay, nothing to do with jail. That's fine. That was just an issue with Steam. Cool. We're getting in here. We're digging deep. We're getting our hands in. All right. Still looking for a public build-up. Oh, he added a DLC. Red Dragon skin. 18th of May, 2020. That's 443 days ago. He added the Red Dragon skin DLC, which he then removed very recently. So yeah. I'm doing this on purpose, Austin James. I'm trying to visualize something for people. So game dev, more changes, more changes, more changes. Not entirely sure what's going on here. I don't know why he's using the Vulkan engine, but hey, that is what it is. Oh, he removed them. Oh. He started using Vulkan and then he stopped. Interesting. Okay. Right. Keep going. Game dev. We're still on game dev. Come on, baby. Public. Yeah. All right. So the previous public update from like a month ago, from a month ago prior to that, so minus 30 days here was, there's normally a day here. Where is it? I'm not blind, am I? Wow, is it so long ago that I can't do that? Saturday, 20th February 2020 is 17 months ago. That's what? 321. About 510 days ago? Okay, so there was just a 16-month of nothing. Obviously there's a bunch of weird little updates to game dev and then a bunch of updates to test. We don't know what the hell was going on there, but I just want to put that into perspective here, you know? So 17 times 30, 510. 510 days. We'll give them minus 30 because that's when the beta came out. 480 days. 480 days of nothing. And from I don't have access to their Discord or whatever. Don't have access to their Twitter because I'm banned. It's more, I'm just looking at what's publicly available at this point because I don't have fucking access to anything else. I'm still banned from the community hub, by the way. So we can take a look at their updates here. Maybe they were posting updates on Steam. Let's have a look. Official announcements. Let's go. Okay, so August. Ooh, oh wow, that was fast. Oh, okay. Roadmap, sure. Summer sale. Well, you gotta get that extra money in. Alpha to beta update. Okay, so this is from alpha to beta. Good information to have. Alpha to beta, July 21st. All right, so that was that. So prior to this, the last update, really, there's some lead developer post things, which, by the way, there is something here. Was it this one? There was a hilarious thing. Oh, here we go. We have used the funding to design and create our own models, sounds, animations, mechanics, effects, music, UI, and code. Just as we said we would. And we have proven the naysayers on YouTube all wrong. We didn't do what they accused us of doing. We didn't do what they said we'd do. We're just getting started. It's only been 20 months and we have made tremendous progress. Remember that. That is important. Okay. So 26th of January, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. Okay. Introducing the 500k stretch mark Kickstarter Dragon, the micro-feathered acid dragon. Can I point out, this thing is fucking adorable. It is so cute. I'd have one as a pet. So, as of beta 1.5, apparently they'll be joining the game, right? Don't know when beta 1.5 is. But here's where the problem comes in, right? Now we're back in 2020, and it's nothing but dev blogs. Now, I've had a brief skim through all these, and I'm gonna be honest, from what I've seen, the only updates that have really ever been given aren't gameplay updates. updates. They're more visual updates and talking. But that's fine. It has been 20 months. They have made tremendous progress. That's literally all I wanted to get across to you, right? Also, I'm still banned. Yeah. It's sad. So, that's our background. That's our update. This whole debacle started because we were worried about a $500,000 Kickstarter that had a lie in it. That lie being that apparently had been developed for 2 years, which was then later corrected to him saying, "Oh no, I've only been working on it for 2 weeks." Okay, fair. That's fine. Still don't know if I believe him, but that's whatever. And then the head developer kicking up a fucking hissy fit because he didn't like criticism. Okay, all that's been covered. Set off his video, IGP's videos, my video. Logging his drain. No. Now we are here in August the 4th, 2021 at 19:28:08, and we are going to see what updates there have been. Oh god, I hope he hasn't fucking banned me since I tweeted. He won't have. He won't have. I doubt it. So, first things first. Music. I dig it. Pretty nice. The music's pretty sweet, I will say. So I'm gonna turn that down. I also need to turn off my music so it doesn't. There you go. Just listening. Remember when you used to not be able to see the screen? I do, yeah. Okay, you know, I like the music. Music's good. Who's their music producer? Let's see. Okay, that sounds like Lord of the Rings music. Can I speed this up? No. All right, we're just gonna be sitting here for a while. So, I like the music. Music's cool. There's concept art in the background. Whoop de fucking do. It's art. All right, I can buy art like this for $200 max from some very talented artists. So the only developer is Jonathan Slabah. Was another issue of the game the origins of assets? Yes, Ghost Shell. The entire game was pre-bought assets. That was another huge problem with the game. Jiao Hao is still working on this. That's kind of cool. Where is your music? Come on, give it to me. Jiao, criticism for you. Let me speed this shit up. So is Simon Chalinsky the one who's working on level designer? Jonathan Slabah. I want you guys to remember that, please. Shut up. Graphics artist and UI. I don't like the UI in this. Contributing artist? I don't even know what that means. Oh, here we go. Composer OST, Ray Fernandez Jr. Orchestration and arrangement OST, Norman, Leandra, and Ray Fernandez Jr. All right, if this has Ray Fernandez Jr. in here as well, no. Mastering engineer, Ludwig Phil Kuldei. Okay, so what's their connection? Budapest scoring orchestra, Dominic. Okay, we'll need to look into those. I'm going to quickly Google Ray Fernandez Jr. Here he is. Hello. He's a Cuban-American composer. What has he worked on? Apparently he's worked on some good stuff. Known for... Never mind. Day of Dragons. Oh! Fun fact! This music was made in 2019. Remember that. Alright, without any further ado, let's have a look at the settings. Sure. Okay. I want to keep that on. Spring behavior. display. What's player avatar? Oh, that'll be them. On a cross. I want a character. Yeah, sure. Parlous window. Yeah. Frame rate. No. Although I have noticed that this game doesn't let you go above 60 FPS, even if your frame rate limiter is off, which is weird. I might be able to force it. Actually, we'll talk about that later. We might be able to force it. I want this to be as beautiful as possible. I want to see what the 2 years of work have been for. So let's go up to cinematic. Apply settings. Yes. Absolutely maximum overdrive. Right. So we're about to see. Nice. We're about to see what 2 years of work. This music keeps reminding me of something else. We're about to see what 2 years of work has done. Let's go on the official server, because I hate other servers. So my goal now is to play the game, see what changes have been made for 2 years of development, see how things are, and yeah, should be fine. So, right. These are all grayed out. Awesome. I can't spawn. Neat. I still can't spawn. That's a DLC. How much is it? £5.79. Wonderful. Okay, we're gonna be ignoring that then. So the only dragon available right now, because this motherfucker ain't available, is this guy, Shadow Skill. Thank you very much, Darcy. Thank you very much for the 500 bits. And White Mancore, thank you very much for the 10 tier 1 subs. It's lovely, guy. Did I thank you for the 20 tier 1 subs? If I didn't, thank you very much, but I'm pretty sure I did. Host server rules and says please visit our Discord. I can! Wait, what link? Oh, that link. I'm banned! Fuck it, I don't know what the rules are. The only dragon we're allowed to play as is the Shadow Skill. Cool. Because that's a DLC, which is unavailable. Flamestalker isn't done. Inferno Ravager isn't done. Okay. This is 20 months, by the way. Massive update. 20 months of updates. Yeah, seems about right. Okay, let's hit spawn. Oh, more pretty artwork. Doesn't fucking mean much. Ew. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Music that was made in 2019. Cool. How do I... Okay. So now we're legitimately going to play this game, all right? I wanna play this game. I'm in chat somehow. There we go. I might need your help for this, chat, because... I don't actually know how to play this game. I'm going into this 100% blind. Looking around... I don't see anything. I literally see nothing. You can go on the Scaleworks server. Sun Lady, maybe in a little bit. For now, I want to see if I can figure out how to play this game. Whoa, what the fuck? What was that? Hang on. Look at that motion blur. Oh my god, did I turn that on? I didn't? Is that their motion? Look at the branches. J.O. Give me a motion blur option. Please, because that's actually going to make me fucking vomit. Jesus Christ. Okay. First impression, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. I don't see it. Let me hit buttons. I disappeared for a... Ah! Is that my Q button? My Q button makes me invisible. Okay. That was a plugin he already had. I'm pretty sure that's a pre-made plugin, so no credit there. No credit for developing that. T hides and shows chats. I don't know what any of this means. Okay, I'm 3.5% hungry, 10% thirsty. Right, I know what that means. We're gonna go try and find some water and some food. Well, water's generally low, right? So I'm gonna go this way. I see something out there. There's like a little mound out there. We're gonna go that way. Shoot plasmas. Totally not a night Fury. We'll talk about that later. Don't worry. Danger Mouse, thank you for subscribing to Prime. Right. So this is their first. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. No. Well, what? Okay. Credit where credit's due. I like the first person. That's pretty cool. I have to give credit. The first person is actually really cool. Full credit there. So let's get into an opening and let me have a look at this little dragon. All right. I can't fucking see shit. It's not dark enough to do that. Awesome. Okay. So we got this thing. It's kind of cute. The animations were done by another team. It runs kind of nice. It runs exactly like a Night Fury. Like exactly like a Night Fury. I can hit R to rest, so now I'm, I guess, sitting. Okay, cool. That's fine. All right. Sure, whatever. All right, let's keep going. It looks exactly like a Night Fury. That is fine. We're trying to find water. We're trying to find food. Credit where credit's due. Zhao, I don't know how the fuck to say her name. I'm so sorry. Has done a great job on this. The animation is kind of rough. You can see where the skeletal there's when you're animating something. Here's a little bit of a lesson for you guys. You make a skeleton inside the creatures. They've actually fucked up the skeleton here. Look at the way the spine is folding in on itself. That's not right. But whatever. It's beta, bro. This might be the only dragon they've released, but quality. Yay. This is fine. The rig is fucked. No food or water. This game really hates me. How do I get a dragon? Ace invite me. I don't know how. Okay, whatever. Right. So we're looking for food. We're looking for water. This is the only thing in this entire area. That's a big fucking tree. That is somewhat unique, other than the mountains. But I don't think we're gonna make it over there. Next DLC will be Light Fury. Let's have a look. So far, not. What is that? Oh, there's something over there. So far, not impressed. But, oh, what is that? What are you? Oh, is this my food? I guess this is my food. Well, it's fucking gone now. Oh, come back. Did I get it? How do I know if I hit it? What's my ping? Under 96 milliseconds. So I'm connected to either East Coast or Central right now. How do I bite you? Let me rest. Let me get my stamina back. well, can I just... Oh, this is great AI. They run back and forth straight. Yeah. Come back here. Come on. Nope, missed him. I'm assuming the hissing is I'm hitting it. The way that they blend with the grass, he's like made them, I guess, almost partially see-through. Oh, whoa, that was weird. Please let me. How do I? Are you dead? Oh, it's dead. There we go. All right, let's look at this super sick eating animation. There we go. Okay, that's cool. That's cute. You feel sickly. As toxins begin to spread out in your. Am I not supposed to eat these? How do I? I am 2.6% sick. Okay, this is livable. I can survive that. They float through the grass. They're not just floating through the grass. Look at the. I don't know how. Oh my god. I think it's the motion blur. It is genuinely making me want to vomit. And I don't know if that, like, I can easily pick out where these guys are in the grass because he's done some really weird LOD shit. Right over there. If you look, you can see another one. I'm going to run towards it. And I can only see it because for some reason it's turning the grass see-through. And I don't know why. Look. Here you go. Perfect example. Oh, well, okay. Well, I can't fucking example it now. But look at the way it's changing the grass. I know, yeah, that's fucking whack. All right, cool. We got food. We figured that out. I'm poisoned, but we got food. So let's go find some water. Chat, how do I get water? Is there a sniff button? Can I sniff? My bloodline quality is E. Neat. Input. Sniff. 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 There's a build. Sniff. Sniff. E. No, that's not how you sniff. I don't think there is a sniff button. What? YouTube's weird. Not that one. Not that one.
Do you like it?
There's one of these. Okay, cool. It reminds me of that. That's weird. Go to the lowest part. What you see, you can't sniff. You're gonna die soon if you don't drink or sleep through the sickness. Oh, whoops, wrong button. I'm only 40% sick, right? It's going down. It's fine. I do need to figure out how to drink. Go to the lowest part of what you can see. So water is low. Good to know. I'm gonna keep doing this first, though. Ew. Oh, I don't like... That is so bright. That is so bright. Okay, I can actually tell exactly how they've done this. They've got a separate material. All the black stuff. If you look everywhere that glows, that's where that black stuff is. That's a separate material. That's quite easy to do. I feel like you should probably tone down the brightness of that, though. So. Aw, that's kind of cute. Aw. But, like, the animations aren't carried into the body correct. The animations aren't done right. They're adorable, don't get me wrong. Whoa. Why do I sound like a fully grown dragon? Why is that so loud? Hello? Hello? It's really loud! Okay. What the fuck? What was that? Whoa. Okay. Cool. He's fucked up the animation sequences. So what you're seeing here is I'm doing what's called an animation cancel. As soon as I stop moving, it's going to kick into the other animation state and kick back. He just needs to add another thing in there. The point I'm trying to make, and the reason why I'm doing this, for 2 years... All right, okay, let's be fair. When he first made the Kickstarter, he said he'd worked on this game for 2 years, right? 2 years. And he got to that. So based on his upload schedule of updates for the game, this is about par for the course. But this is 2 years of work. Well, not quite 2 years, sorry. 510 days of work. And he didn't do any of the animation stuff. Whoever's doing the animations, by the way, I don't know if you're a professional or what, but you've done a good job making them cute, so, you know. Props to you. Also, sound design is phenomenal. Other than that, I don't know why I have adult wings. But those weren't done by Joe. He needs to hire another developer. We said this 2 years ago. We said, man, take some of the money and hire a professional development team. Allegedly, yeah. All right, I'm looking for war. Who's my expert in chat? Ivy. 1V. Sorry, Sun. Are you here? Where do I find water? I'm gonna start dying soon. At least we have progress. Well, I'm gonna get to that in a second, Ivy. I will get to that in a second, because I would argue at this point there has been no progress. How do I get water though? Go down hills. All right. God, I'm dying. I told you you're gonna die. But did they not spawn me next to water? Is this just a thing? Like, if you don't immediately run to water, you die? Beware is pretty fantastic. Yeah, people who don't know how to develop can make good games. The guy who made Wrong World, solo developer, did literally everything himself. Yes, it is Darcy. Did literally everything himself. All the sounds, all the design. Phenomenal game. I've not seen anyone. I've not seen a single soul. Also, why is my frame rate 30? Excuse me? Is that because I'm on cinema? My dude, I'm not rendering anything. Your LOD shit. Why is my frame rate 30 FPS when I have a 3090? What? I am actually offended. I spent £2,000 on a 3090. This cinematic is meant for screenshots. I wouldn't screenshot. It doesn't look good though. There's no proper shadows. It's very flat. Oh, water! Yeah, we found water. Let's go. You did allow him in. Okay, you know what? Let's it automatically pick. Here we go. Run benchmark. That's better. Solid 60 FPS. What are we running on? Epic. Okay, so cinematic just makes the game completely unplayable. Good to know. It's called cinematic, but fuck me. 3090 with 5800X being that rough? That is unreal. What is that, by the way? What is that? I don't think that's anything. Okay, let's go down to the water. A 3090 isn't powerful enough. You're right. I need 4. Find some water. My thirst is at 89%. Let's do this. Can I write with dragons? Oh, someone's stuck. How do you do /stuck? Is that a thing? Yeah, there you go. Use /stuck. If you're stuck. There you go. Oh. Ah, that's adorable. You say red mushroom is food, but I don't think you'll make it. Ah, it's fine. I haven't seen any mushrooms. Not a single oh, God, for fuck's sake, my stamina. Not a single mushroom yet. I'm assuming there's food around water. We'll see. This game is too next gen. Is that icy? No. Mushy spawn in forest. Yes. Alright. So, where's the nearest forest? The forest is back. I just ran all the way over here, for fuck's sake. Oh! Okay. Cool. Alright. This is like shit Alba with dragons. Well, I'm starting to... The biggest problem I'm having with this game is... What the fuck? Okay. The biggest problem I'm having with this game is there's no progress. Yeah, Demonarch, feel free. Feel free. You being recognized, you're such a celeb. Nah, I'm not a celebrity. How do I... Am I drinking? How do I know if I'm drinking? How do I drink? Drink. There we go. Oh. Whoa. Yikes. I'm drinking. I found water. Ladies and gentlemen, we've done it. Now we need to figure out... Where the fuck... Am I even drinking? I am drinking. Okay. Oh, I'm invisible. Okay. Oh, did I hit... I think I hit my invisibility button. How do I... How do I do anything? Whoa. What the fuck? I'm teleporting. Why am I teleporting? Stop it. Okay. There we go. Is the developer still an a-hole? Oh, he's still a complete dick. We'll get to that in my summary. My main problem here is I've been hoping that they're producing a game that's playable. But so far, so not very good. Okay, here we go. Guys, here we've done this, right? We have found food. We have found water. What now? You have to be a juvenile plasma and to fly too? Where do I see my growth? How do I know if I'm growing? My skin is wild galaxy. Doesn't look very wild. Egg incubation impossible. What? How do I click on this? Can I like no. The orange bar, I don't know if I want to grow up. Okay, you know what? For the purposes of the review, we'll keep going until we die. How about that? How's my thirst? Okay, 14.2. Put a thirst meter somewhere on here. Can I like do that? Is that an RPG thing? I remember seeing something about that. Be under game. HUD style. RPG. Yeah! There we go. What is that green bar? I don't know. It's gone. Awesome. Sounds cool. Yeah. Neat. Okay, we're full on water. I kind of want to try something. Hang on. Just out of curiosity. Oh. Come on. Get up. I can't get up anymore. Oh, I'm fucking stuck. There we go. Okay, good. Okay, no, he's got that sorted. That's fine. Are people already calling you for getting bat? Wait, what? I don't think so. No? Someone's apparently glitching stuff. Oh, Coffee said hi to me. There we go. Right. Okay. So he started like pilot bypass. He was self-taught. What? Oh yeah, he did say that. We can't see. I feel like that doesn't matter though. I mean, you can't see. I can see. Oh, I'm starting to get hungry. What is that asset? That is adorable. Okay. Right. I'm looking for food again. Ivy! Where do I get food? Help! I was hard code back. There we go. I need to head to a forest. There's a forest over there. There's no way I can make that. Let's see. We're gonna go head over this way. The sub-current blocks the bottom right-hand corner is what he was saying. Oh! Well, you don't need the bottom right-hand corner. That's just my water bar and my... I don't know what that green bar is, to be fair. You're gonna die, lol, but walk back to that little dirt thing with the spiders? Really? Okay. Is that it? Is that all there is to do? You just walk back and forth from it's not Toothless model. Would that be your armor? No, it might be my health. It could be my health actually. Blue is armor, green is health. Wait, blue is armor? I thought blue was water. Oh, come on. What's a hard code ban? A hard code ban is actually illegitimate. But he made the game close whenever me or IGP opened it because he didn't like our reviews. So yeah. Anyway, looking for spiders somewhere. So I'm starting to believe, okay, a little bit of a development between me and you thing. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question here, Ivy. I want you to be honest. Is every water that functions as water, like actual water, at the same level on this map? Are they all at the same level? So, I mean, like, XYZ. So you got your XYZ coordinates, which it doesn't show you the Y. you always have to, you said you always have to go low. Is there any like ponds or anything up here? As I see a developer, I used to be a professional bug tester. That's why I know so much about developing games. No, not at the same level. Okay. Elevation, thank you. Is there any water ponds or lakes that's at a higher elevation? Because I'm really interested to see if he managed to do that. So what most developers will do when they're pre-testing a game, every map in Unreal, you can start the level with a base water level. So everything at a certain Y coordinate. He said Ivy. Oh, sorry, Pico. Ivy's a player. I'm relying on him / her / it / giraffe / that / pineapple / pinecone / acorn for information, because they know what they're doing. You mean like Minecraft? No. I'm curious to know if he's got water working elsewhere. What is this? Why is there just a... spiders! I assume there's a dirt mound over there. Last time I went to a dirt mound, there was a little thing that went meh and ran away. Let's go check that out. You love flying so much. I actually really wanted to try out the flying, because that is what all his update notes be like. The flying's amazing now. I don't have my old Dawn of Dragons. I was really proud of my flight. Why can't you fly? Because apparently I'm too young. No, they're clearly curious. Oh, fuck me. I'm an idiot. Thank you. Also, Big Cal, did I thank you for subscribing? If not, thank you very much. If so, you get a double thank you. You're very welcome. Is this gonna... I was kind of... Yeah, it looks way better than last time you saw it. Really? Really? I mean, fair enough if that's your opinion. We'll get to that. Alright, let's go. Maybe mine was bugged, flying was so complicated and felt stiff as heck. I've seen mixed reviews. So, Jonathan Slaba has been touting his revolutionary flight system as being absolutely incredible. Which is why I wanted to test it, but from all the reviews I've read, or sorry, some of the reviews I've read have kind of fucked up, and they talk about how the flying is the least enjoyable part of this dragon game, which is amusing. That's hyperbole for anyone who's like, I am misquoting on purpose because it's funny. They might should be different because the video looks way better. That's because I need to find out some more facts about this. I do. Because I don't know if he made this map himself. It doesn't look well made. So it is possible that he made this map himself. Oh, someone invited me to join their group. How do I accept? Help. Ah! How do I do this? How do I join a group? How does this work? Everything is bought assets. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. This motion blur is making me want to vomit. Why is Tenshi Kurama's text like every edgelords in MySpace in 2005? I see. We can show you some cool stuff and skins if you wanna. How do I press? Oh. There we go. Neat. I joined a group. Oh, hey, what the fuck? Hi. You're a freak of nature, aren't you? Stay still. I want to see your skin. Stay still. No, come back. I want to look at you. Oh god, that tail animation is awful. I can't see his skin. Oh well, he's feeding me. It could be standard terrain. Use a terrain tool on it. The pond drank from is definitely done by them. Okay. Is there no food in this game? So it looks like the only food that I've been able to find so far makes me want to die. Oh, fuck me, they're fast. Look at them go. That's hardly fair. I don't run fast at all. Shit, how's my food? Am I dying? My sickness is 5%. My food is at 50. I gotta walk back to that fucking water. Oh my god. Hey, an astral fucking dragon. Yeah, it's gone. It just yeeted out of here. Jesus Christ. Oh, hey, look. It's a Night Fury. Hi. Is that what it looks like fully grown? Hang on. Wait, no, stay still. I want to look at you. Stay still. Stay still. No, no, no. Stay still. Stay still. Okay, so it is the exact same model, I believe. Looking at it, yeah. Okay. So there is no difference between the child model and the adult model at all, except the eyes. The eyes are the same size as when you're a baby as you are when you're an adult. That is the only difference. How do you rest? How do you do that? I want to do that. I want to sleep. Oh, you can turn your head while you sleep? That's fucking weird. Wingtips more purple on adults? Really? Let me have a look. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Okay. Right, I see that. That's literally the only difference, though. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest then. Oh, no, there's no collision. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. You didn't put collision in? Come on! I guess that's a bit hard for you to program. You need to do skeletal mesh and physics calculations. Right, okay. So he's like... The adult has more spines? I couldn't check that. There's a PvP flag toggle? I have no idea how that works. This is not a PvE server. Okay, so apparently that's just on 24/7. I didn't count the number of spines, but I'm gonna be honest, it looked the exact same as the number of spines. They just make them bigger. So I'll have to look. I will have to look, but from what I can tell, they're just making the base dragon bigger. Maybe they're in your group. Maybe. I mean, there's no collision with these little fuckers either. There's also no collision with the rocks. None of the rocks have collision. I need to find a tree. There's a tree over there. Ivy, is there a pond over here I can drink from? Shift and R to rest. That just makes me sit on my ass. Maybe I'm a moron. The adults swim a bit brighter. Oh, hey, there he is. Okay, let's have a look. Stay still, please. So, no, stay still, stay still. Yeah, stay still. Let me see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's the same number of spikes. Okay. Eyes are the same color, so he didn't change the color of the orbs. He's... Aww. Raw. He's just changed the material colors. No, you're kidding. That's the... Well, that's not DLC. I hope beyond all hope that that's not the DLCs as well. It's cool. Don't get me wrong. The fucking... what's it called? Oh, that's kind of cool. So I'm guessing they've got different... what's it called? There's a word for it. Material types per wing. You can do this. I can show you guys this with a very basic model maker. So what they've done is the wings are a certain material, the spikes are certain material, the edge of the wings are certain material, and he's just changed the color. You can see that the sparkles that everyone was talking about here, those little lumps, they're still there, but because it's the same quote-unquote material, when he's changed the color to black, there's no variance anymore. So this is the base model. That's the change. Does that make sense? I think that would make sense. I mean, don't get me wrong, not a bad way to do it. Not a terrible way to do it. Just, I'm a little disappointed that This is all the progress that was made. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, that's kind of handy. Whoa, whoa! Ah! 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 The world! Help! The world is breaking! Okay, here we go. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Ah! 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 Jail, a little hint for you. Have a separate camera tracking behind the model for anyone who picks them up. Separate camera behind the carrier's model. Give the inheritance to the character that's being carried. That will give them a cinematic camera while they're being carried. That'll fix the seizure. You're welcome. There we go. What the fuck? I think mommy and daddy are having sex. Okay. There is fall damage. Is there fall damage? Okay. The DOT experience. Why is there what looks like ears covering their eyes? I think that's just the model. I don't know what you're talking about, to be fair. How do I grow? Oh my God, I'm only halfway there. That's a matter of desync there. Yeah, but it can be fixed, Silva. So what I'm basically saying is if you tie that camera to their model and make it client side, I should be able to see that as a client. That'll be replicated to me, but give me main control over it, because cameras aren't really something you need to worry about cheating with. And then I inherit that, smooths the camera experience. I can't remember the name of the guy who does the audio, but he's done a fucking awesome job. He really has. Look at that toothy grin. Okay. There's a lot of black. I gotta be careful what I say here. There is a lot of darker skins here. There is a lot of darker skins here. I'm guessing these guys have all been like nesting and passing on genetics. I don't know how that works. Simon. Wasn't Simon an ex-audio person from... I am still eating. And I'm underwater. Ah! Still sounds bad. Yeah, Simon's the ex-guy from Subnautica. Didn't he get fired for being hella, like... It wasn't racist. He did something else. And he got fired. I remember that. But credit where credit's due. Simon really knows how to put a soundtrack and audio together. Where'd my food go? There it is. Nice, he's blue. Eat the baby, yeah. Why has he got... Oh, he doesn't have white feet. That lighting is not working well with your black there, buddy. What? Who's atting me? What is this? Huh? What do you say? I see. Press F when I eat you. Oh, okay. Am I about to get Should I be scared? Oh my God. I don't like this camera angle. Whoa. Hey! Oh, well, that went well. I guess they were... What the fuck was that? Oh, there's another baby. I guess they were trying to teach me how to fly? I mean, that's interesting. I still don't know how it works. That's cool. Try again. Try again. There we go. Let's see if I can figure out how to fly. Ah! My shoulder. God, I slept on it really badly last night. Darcy, I thought you were gonna stop spending your money. Save your money. Also, thank you very much for gifting 2 tier 1 subs. Very much appreciated. I really want to try the flying physics for myself, because that's what this entire update's touted to be. You know? And it took me 6 to 12 hours to get my flight physics working on my builds. Okay, so up, down, tip to the right, tip to the left. Ooh, I don't like that. So, okay, I can tell. I actually know exactly how he's done this. Surprisingly. 5 steps left on my phone's handout. Well, thank you very much. How do I glide? Uh-oh. Okay, okay. No. There we go. There's, oh, that animation looks just like the Wyvern's animation. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Do you guys know the Wyvern that I used for my build? That dive animation is the exact same as the other as that animation, which I guess there isn't really very much you can do for a dive animation, but that's not. I wish I still had my build, dude. I would love to show you. Can I just like? Yay! Wee! Oh no! Come on. Wee! There we go. Nah, I'm all good. Thanks for showing me the good stuff, folks. I'm outie. Alright. What's the spawn menu? I don't know. Log out. How do I safe log? How does sure. Yeah. I hope they know I'm logging out, because otherwise they're gonna drop me. I'm gonna hit the fucking ground and die. Okay. I hate to say it. I hate to say it, but I'm not gonna grow up to be an adult. I dude. No. Right. Okay. Post gameplay thoughts. Here we go. So I'm gonna be brutally honest here. First of all, games like this are always fun with other people. There's a philosophy that I live by where no matter how shit a game is, if you have other people to jerk off with, you're all gonna have a good time. Even the one that's getting the bukkake. That is what it is, right? I appreciate those guys showing me the skins that let me develop more of an understanding of how much work's gone into this game. I wonder if I can show you guys the framework here. Now, the good. I got sound effects for this. The good of this game. The music. Music's great. Sound design. Sound design's great. For an indie game, animations are pretty solid. You know, you can't really expect much from an indie game. It's not always going to be an A team working on it. Although I'm still worried some of those animations are from Wiggy the Wyvern or whatever the fuck that guy's name was. What was his name? I have it bought. Let me open up the Epic Store and I'll tell you. You're the Black Dragon? Well, thank you very much for showing me that, Iris. Very much appreciated. Turkey is burning? I'll look at that later. Ervil the Wyvern, thank you. Austin, I think a couple animation stuff from that. But that, cool. That is what it is. What else is there positive? Audio, dragon models, playing with friends. I guess purely from I'll talk about that in a second, Rez. You'll like what I have to say about that. I think talking from a purely, if it didn't take him 20 months to make this, the idea of a genetic system is kind of cool. The implementation is interesting. My Epic Games launcher has been preparing for 10 minutes now. Whatever. All right. So let's talk about, first of all, inheritance. So from what was touted on the discussion page, I'm gonna get to the final wrap up. Will be soon. Don't worry. We'll talk all about my personal feelings and how I feel about the game. Blah blah blah. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Swimming, physics-based flight, night vision. I've seen the night vision before. There's nothing there. Hatchling, carry, and struggle. I didn't see the struggle part of it. The carrying is pretty decent. Fair enough. It's not hard. This is purely, all right, I've never done this myself before. This is purely, here's what I think sort of perspective. Please, for the love of God, excuse my garbage artwork. This is a mummy dragon. It goes rawr. And what you do is you put on, I have fucking grayscale on. What you do is yeah, I can Dondy. He accidentally unbanned me or on purpose unbanned me. I don't know. Is what you do is you have an anchor point here and you set the picked up dragon, because there's no like proper animation to pick up. You set the picked up dragon to go into what is a limp animation, right? So little legs. I am amazing at art. That's the little baby dragon. And you just anchor the center of the spine to that part of the character model. That's how the carrying is working. The camera makes me sick. So that, in terms of getting that working for someone with no experience like me, I think that would maybe take me a few days. I would have to actually give it a try to know. I couldn't say for sure. But it was cool. It was neat. I didn't see the struggle. I didn't know how to struggle. Maybe I had a pop-up that says, hey, hit this to struggle. I don't fucking know. What else is there? We'll get to the physics-based flight because that's going to be interesting. Mutations and genetics. Right. So I did speak about this. Again, here, let's have another awesome bit of artwork. So what we end up having, we'll do multiple layers here so you can get an idea, is what he's done. Every model is built with what's known as materials. There's you build the outer layer out of materials. So you have, we'll do it in circles here so you get the idea. So that is the material for the skin on the black dragon, right? So black dragon's main body and his head is by default that material, right? Then you have the material for the spikes. So and that's how he's changing them to blue. So we have the spikes running up the back, which are the exact same number as the baby one we did count. So that's fine. And then you have the material for the eye, right? So I already put an eye in there. There we go. We'll fix that. So how he's doing the mutations is he's assigning every different color here. From what I can tell, again, could be different. I don't know. Not an expert. This is me basing it off of what I've seen as a guy. As a guy, yeah, sure. Is he's assigning a letter to a genetics. If you've ever taken 3rd grade biology, you'll understand how genetics works. You have dominant and you have recessive alleles. And how those end up working for a genetic system like he's made. And again, there is a point to all this. Is you have what is effectively A, B as a recessive, C. And then you just fill these in to be oh yeah, you need to do B, C. That, let's get rid of that. Let's just pretend that doesn't exist. So you'll have BB. So that will be red. BC. That'll be green. BC, green. CC, green, right? That's literally all it is. So say a dragon is born with CC in the black tier, right? All he's doing is he's attaching, I can do this in Photoshop, this is really handy, is attaching a color to it. Apparently I can't do it in Photoshop. You know what? We'll do it this way then. If you're going to be a dick, I can be a dick too, Photoshop. Yeah, how does it feel? Oh! Stop that. There we go. What he's effectively done is when you get that certain, you know, genetic codes, you can, if I can get this to fucking work, select my pixels, thank you. He's literally just recoloring that part of the dragon. The colors are coming from something called a material. In every... if the colors on characters are done with what's known as material balls. When you build a character in, well, I made an example character a while ago, but I don't have him anymore. When you build a character in, say, what did I use? Magical Voxel. When you render and export that to Blender for rigging, it spawns with a little sort of circular thing, which is called a material map. All he's doing is color shifting. That's how the genetic system is done. There's no unique skins that I saw, and I saw an elder dragon, I saw a black dragon, I saw a blue dragon with purple tint. It's legitimately just swapping over the colors. Which, again, I should point this out, for an indie game, this isn't a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. That's a good way to do it. We're gonna get to this, all right? There's a reason why I'm covering all this stuff, okay? And obviously, DLC is introducing rare alleles into the generation pool, which requires you to fucking bone some other dragon, whatever. Right, so that's how that works. Nesting. Well, we pretty much, that's, okay. Do I really need to? The nesting is what I talked about previously with all the generational shit. That's how the eggs work. Plus, he plonks a model on the ground when you hit the nest button that checks to make sure that it can spawn through the collision using basic Unreal Engine collision. Adds a HP pool to it, similar to a dragon. So it's basically just an actor, just like an AI that just spawns there. Boom, done. That's all that is, really. So yeah. Cool. Let's keep going. Custom nest models. I have two different things. Campus and waypoint marker. Didn't see that. Don't know. This pisses me off. So, okay, I didn't get to see the acid spitter dragon, right? But from what we saw, the only difference between a baby dragon, so here's your nice little baby dragon, me, and an adult dragon is that. There is no difference. And we actually did look into that pretty extensively. So what's happened is the models for the babies are just the models for the adults being scaled up. The only difference between the baby model and the adult model, from what I've seen, is the eyes on the baby model and the adult model are the exact same size. Which can be done just by not scaling them. Other way around, I say they shrunk the big ones down. Yeah, I said they shrunk the big ones down, and then I made the other way around. They start off with that, they go down there. The babies do have spikes, Artemis. We covered that. The babies do have spikes. And the baby, you can actually see them when the spikes glow. They do have spikes. That, like, touting that as a feature isn't really... Like, dynamic growth system including hatchling, juvenile, adult, and alpha. He makes it sound like he's put all this effort into seamlessly transition between models using transitory model states, but he hasn't. He's just scaling them up. Again, indie game, one developer, whatever. That's fine. Okay. Moving on. Death camera. Didn't see that. Ragdoll, corpse physics, and carrying. Didn't really see that. We saw a little bit of the ragdoll with the AI. Again, it's just a case of anchoring one model to the other and then releasing that anchor and letting the Unreal Engine do its thing. I believe there's a ragdoll module you can get. Can't confirm that. First person camera. Credit where credit is due. That was cool. Credit where credit is due. That was cool. I'll get back to you there, Victoria. Thanks for that. Thank you for that little input. I actually really like the first person camera. I'm assuming it's just a camera attached to the front of the dragon, and it's something I have been bugging other developers, Donde, to put in their games because I think it'd be hella cool. I really liked that. I really liked how that worked. I thought that was awesome. Unfortunately, it made me want to vomit because the motion blur in this game is completely awful. Don't know, persistent clans. I was about to say don't know what that is. It's literally just made a clan with your friend that gets stored in a database on the server. It could be a text document. It could be a MySQL database. We don't know. Don't have access to the behind the scenes. And then when that person logs in, checks the database, says, oh, you're in that clan. Boom, there you go. Accidentally delete that text document or that database, and you're fucked. That's nothing. Alpha growth system and unlocking mechanic. I don't know what that is. Custom AI system. Okay. It's an SQL database. Thank you, Austin James. That takes a little bit more work. Not much, because Unreal has it built in, but a little bit more work. Let's just pretend this is the AI, right? Because I can't be bothered drawing another shit drawing. When we saw the AI, it ran this way, then ran that way, then ran this way, then ran that way. I do believe it. I think it's a custom AI system. It's just not very good. But again, you know, if it was on more things, whatever. Added animation IK/FK, that's not hard. That's actually, you can do animation IK built into Unreal Engine. If you want to get into the hard IK, that's where you do per foot shit, and that's a bit harder. But honestly, their IK, well, nothing has collision in their game. We were running through rocks, we were running through most things. The only IK it seems like they had was an IK that made sure that the dragon tilted when it was going downhill. You know, I didn't actually have time to implement that in my builds, which I spent 2 days making. Melanistic skin is unlockable for non-Kickstarter characters. Non-Kickstarters. That's just that. Okay. UI, whatever. Stamina exhaustion. Takes a while before it's starting to regenerate. It's just a fucking timer. Battle exhaustion. Takes a while before it starts to regenerate. I don't need to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway because I think it's hilarious. You see this bar? This bar is your stamina bar. It's empty. There's a timer that goes 3, 2, 1, based on either in-game ticks or actual seconds. Depends on the system he's using. I'm assuming he's using in-game ticks. And then the bar regenerates. It's not really a feature. Sickness mechanic. Didn't really see what the sickness mechanic was. All I saw was that the sickness was going up and going down. Can't really comment on that. Added ability to drink from any water source. Hatchlings can drink from puddles. Sure. Can't really talk about that. That would actually be a little bit more tricky to implement. I would have to Google that. Who was it that I said I would get back to? Victoria Styles. Yeah. In terms of him running out of money, yeah, that's fair. As I said, it's an early access game. All of this is coming up to a point. I'm showing you guys how easy it is to do this stuff before I get to my final point. As an early access game, that again makes sense. You start building from what you have and then you get more money, blah blah blah. Wound, bleed, decay at VFXs. Now, visual effects I don't actually know much about. I would have to look at a dragon being damaged and not being damaged to see what that is. But from a development stance, that's just, you have a variable. Let's say variable X is your health, right? When X is less than max health, apply this model, right? When X is less than half health, apply this model. Now, I could be wrong with that. That's the basics from what I can tell. I wouldn't know exactly how those models are made and being implemented. But from a code standpoint, that should really only be what you're doing there. But again, don't know. Targeting camera. If you've ever Googled how to make an FPS game, they cover that in literally everything. There's 1,000,001 stuff for that. Profanity filter, I'm not going to test that. Server options, don't know. Logging, that's whatever. Streaming mode, to mute in-game music. They do own the license for the music, right? They did get the music custom made for this game, right? I don't know if why would you... He paid $13K for it to be made. Why does streamer mode have a mute for the in-game music? The only reason why there would have to be a mute in-game music for the streamer modes would be if there is some copyright music in the game, which they bought the rights to. They would have the rights to it, but that means that people who are covering the game don't have the rights to it because it wasn't custom made for it. Because streamer has other music? No, you have a music slider for that, Sun Lady. You wouldn't want that to be attached to a streamer mode. Killer Kiryu, when you have music custom made for a project and you own the rights 100% for that, there is no worries for the players unless Jay himself came out and went, BAM! I'm gonna sue you because I own these rights, motherfucker! He doesn't sound like that, and he doesn't swear much. That's weird. That's weird. No Flammel, that's programmed into the game. Interactive foliage dependent on creature size. That's a plugin. Removed. Placeholders. Dragons AI maps, whatever. Keybinds change, yeah. Safe logs. Optimize chat data to decrease packet size. Okay. Okay. Let's now have a queue system to prevent chat lag. Okay. Redesign starvation and dehydration mechanics. Don't know. I could talk about it, but I don't know. I think it goes, if you have the music playing, put in a video and he doesn't like, he will copyright you. It's happened before, but Gio said it was a mistake. Gio's a liar. He copyright struck a bunch of YouTubers for covering his precious baby in a critical light. Sleep well, Darcy. Thank you very much for being out here. Yelguai, I did thank you for the 2 tier 1 subs, right? If not, consider yourself thanked. Darcy, thank you very much for another tier 1 sub to Irez. Right, okay. All this is good. Okay. We've covered all that. Now, on to the flight physics. Baby, I'm gonna enjoy this one. Okay, so I don't like his flight mechanics. I'm going to be the first one to say flight mechanics aren't great. But what's annoyed me about this is his flight mechanics are not hard to implement. Not hard at all. I actually had the exact same mechanics in my previous build before I settled on a more IO style. You can turn your camera separate, but the dragon will follow it steadily, because I found that was a lot easier to use. What he's done is he's calling it a physics-based flight system. It's not. So when you open up Unreal Engine, is that open yet? Wow, Epic, you really suck. When you do node-based programming, there is a specific node that tells you your current speed. And there's a specific node that you can do to toggle your character to fly. And then there is a specific node that you can use to... Effectively, you're just doing a whole bunch of maths to calculate your X, Y, Z velocity, and that will automatically scale it down as you go. So what he's got here is he's got his speed, he's got his fly toggle, he's got his velocity. When you're up in the air, when you're dropped from the mouth, the fly toggle is switched on when you hit F. That's your flight button. I'm assuming as an adult, I never got to do this myself, but as an adult, when you're sitting on the ground, I would bet you dollars to donuts your fly button is F. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but based on this system I'm showing you here, that is how that would work. His flight button would be F. So what's happening is when you hit F, the fly is toggled from 0 to 1. Then you have animation frames, okay? They're called animation states specifically. So you have your walking animation states and you have your flight animation states. When you go from 0 to 1, it goes into the fly animation states. When that one is opened up, let's make a whole new window for this. When you open up the fly animation states, here we go. When you open up the fly animation states, you go into a tree. First things first, trigger takeoff. Whatever. That says takeoff, I promise. The way I did my takeoff is I triggered a pre-made takeoff animation And then on the character model itself, I toggled fly, because there's a toggle fly option in Unreal Engine. And then I kicked the character up 200, it's called units in Unreal Engine, 200 units into the air right as the takeoff animation starts. That's how that starts the takeoff. And then from there, all you do is you take your acceleration value that we spoke about earlier, this speed, this acceleration value, and if the acceleration value is greater than X, you put it into this animation. And then if it's less than, it goes back. If the animation value is equal to or greater than something, it goes in here. If it is less than something, it goes in here. This is the exact same tree that you have in the programming menu. So, how do I explain this easily? So is greater than or equal to something. You have what's called a blend frame in here that will blend it from the static animation to your flight animation, and that's how you're seeing that go forward. When it's equal to or less than a static, it'll go into sort of a static baseline animation. When it gets even less than that, we actually saw this, and I tried it in the game there to confirm, it goes into what's known, well, what I called the hover descend animation, and that was the animation here. That was when my dragon was just kind of sitting there going, me, me, and then falling. That's how that works, and it's all entirely built off of this value here. This XYZ velocity value. It's not hard. It's really, really not hard to do. And I think this is where my biggest bugbear is with the game at this point, is he's said that all of this stuff, this is the grand open alpha to open beta release. He's got his name in it. He's proud of this. But everything he's done would take me a while, don't get me wrong, because I'm not a competent developer, but would take a competent developer at most a month to do. This music is not befitting this tone. And it's taken him 510 days to do it. This is why I was telling everyone to be patient, okay? Again, all of this stuff, all of the things that have been implemented here for an indie game are fine. In fact, arguably, other than the map design, the map is absolutely fucking garbage. It needs to be reworked from the ground up. The map is shit. We haven't gotten to the cons yet. We're still on the pros. I would say this game is a good pre-alpha. Alpha. There you go. It's a good pre-alpha. And that's what worries me, because he's saying this is the beta. And the amount of work that he's put into this is next to zero. It is almost next to zero. And I hate saying this because, I mean, again, the state of the game as it is right now is not much different to the state of the game that I built that took me 2 days. And he's taking the work of all these other people and saying that it's progress when he himself is not doing very much. And that's what's worrying me. To call this a beta is a fucking fallacy. So to put it this way, oh, got a message. Hang on. Huh? I don't know what that means. To put it this way, he's done the exact same thing again. The only difference is, instead of buying pre-made assets, he's paid someone else to make assets. And stuck them together with the least amount of work possible. And these are the pros. These are the pros. He's the amount of work, like 510 days to put together systems that are so basic and so easy to do. Okay, does anyone in chat know who built the map? Because it says that Geo, according to the game, I still need to test my theory with this NVIDIA thing. According to the game, it says Geo is the lead level designer. And the map is shit. The pros don't look so good then. He made it with bot asset. Well, obviously, we're going to get to that. That's the cons. Austin, shut up. Oh my god, I'm going to have to sit here for ages. Starts with M, the map maker. You get a basic map and you add things. Come on, show me the map maker. I haven't seen any lore yet. Who's Jonathan Slabao? That is Geo. Geo how? 10 out of 10 work. Gorgeous. Mwah. Love it. Animators, great work. Senior animators, great work. Simon Chalinsky, I praise you. Where's the map maker? I swear that was on this list. Come on. There it is. It's him. Okay, we've confirmed it. It's him. We've covered all the pros. We've covered all the pros. I've shown you guys the stuff that I considered would be good. But I feel like a teacher with a whiteboard. The good would only be good if it was implemented in the space of a month. Maybe 2 months. 1 month to make it, 1 month to test it. 510 days is unacceptable. And because of that, for that big reason, every single pro that I've talked about, except for the sound design and except for the models, everything else, which pretty much encompasses everything Jail did, is a massive con. A massive con because of the amount of time that has been put into it. Other major cons. Let's get started. Major con number 1. Map. It's shit. It is awful. It is a terribly designed map. I spawned in the middle of nowhere with no idea where food was, no idea where water was. I had to pick a direction, run, and hope. There were no features on the map. There were no indications of where I was going. There was nothing interesting. Not even a rock pile. Map, complete shit. Collisions. I'm just going to put call. Or cool. There are none. The only thing you collide with is the ground, and that's a basic UE4 thing. None of the rocks had collision. None of the character models had collision. None of it. The AI didn't even have collision. That's not good. If he had spent 510 days working on collision alone, I could kind of maybe be going a little bit easier on this, because I tried to figure out collision for 24 hours and couldn't figure it out. That was what the last 24 hours on my project were spent working on. The first 24 hours, I figured out how to get the dragon to run, fly, switch animation states, do calculations for how to do the flight simulation, and then the last 24 hours, I was like, how the fuck do I get it to collide with rocks? I never did succeed. Sky Dragon, I'll cover that in a second, but thank you for your input. Sky Dragon saying, from what I can tell, most of the time waiting was spent waiting for the animation to be made because it take a while to make. Fair? I'll cover that in a second. Map, shit. Collisions, shit. Camera, The camera's fine. The camera in mid-flight made me want to vomit. So I'm gonna put camera here as well. You guys know what that means. Settings. The settings he has, sure, they're basic settings, but that motion blur made me want to rip my eyeballs out and shove them up my ass so I'd have a better view. It genuinely made me feel sick how awful that motion blur was. HUD, or lack thereof, terrible. Animation state support was pretty bad because I was able to animation cancel quite a bit. So we'll put animation states. No one can read this except me. Animation states. You were able to cancel animation states from basic animations into flights and diving, and then come out and your character will force you to sit still and run back, whatever. I didn't really get to test collision. Not collision. Hitboxes, so I can't comment on that. What else was there? I gotta think about it now. No, I think that's about it. I think that's about it. But above all, the biggest con of them all. A lot of you want me to say jail because that would be funny, but the biggest con of them all is time. He has had 510 days to prove us wrong. He even said, and this is where I got a little bit hopeful. He had the balls, the fucking ballsack to say, we didn't do what they accused us of doing. We didn't do what they said they'd do. We did exactly what we promised to do. We made a dragon survival game from the ground up using our funding the backers supported us with, and we're just getting started. It's only been 20 months and we've made tremendous progress. No. You've made next to no progress. The progress that has been made in this game has been by every other team member except Jail. And this is what I was saying the first real update I made. This is what I'm saying now. My stance hasn't changed, and based on what I've seen, it's never going to change. Jail does not have the skill set needed for developing this game. And I know that hurts his pride, and I know that makes him iffy. And I know that that makes him go, Meh! DMCA! Meh! But it is true. And 510 days on, it is even more true. It has become so painfully obvious that this man is not able to do this. I just sat here. I took his entire update thing. Does Joe sound like Waluigi? I took his entire updates schedule and everything that he's added, and I explained to you exactly how it's done. I broke it all down. One or two things I might have gotten wrong. Fair. I don't know what his back is. His back end is. But I broke it all down. And Victoria Art Style, it's okay to say you don't have the skills. That's what practice and learning comes in it. It takes time, yes, but we'll get better. Victoria, the problem is the stuff that he's implementing is so very, very unbelievably basic that it doesn't look like he's making any effort at all to learn. He's not, and we'll get to my final conclusion in a second. And you know what? I'm glad. I am actually really glad. Thank you, Victoria. You have been one of the biggest advocates for the game on the stream. I appreciate that. I like to think I've countered most of your points, and that's good. And I'm really, really happy to see that even someone who loves this game as much as you, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say you love this game for the community, not for the game. And that's fair. That's perfectly fine. I'm glad that even you can see that Geo is, and I hate using this word, but for lack of a better one, he's incompetent. And he's sitting here on this throne of bullshit, claiming that he's working really hard. And this progress he's made is so much more than everything else. But he's done nothing. There is one dragon in this alpha. He should have kept Irvin the Wyvern in. I don't know why he didn't. He bought the assets, fucking use them. We weren't narking on him for using assets. We were narking on him for being incompetent. Bring Irvin back. He was awesome. And I feel bad because I know exactly what kind of community this is. The Day of Dragons community is a community of friends. It is a community of people who, some of them, don't get me wrong, but it's a community of people who don't really have many places to go, who have found a game where everyone else is friendly, and they're spending their time in it, pretending they're a dragon, hanging out with their buddies, and chatting. And that is fine. You can build an entire game from the ground up based on that alone. Look at VR chat. But it's not, and the thing that worries me here is Geo's going to run out of money. Because he's got his community. It's not going to get bigger. It's not going to get bigger. Not with this lackluster development. And you know what really scares me? In my original, you know the video that he tried to ban me from everything for? I said, he has the money, hire a development team, and you're gonna do great, and I will fucking play your game, because it would have been cool. But from what everyone is saying in my chat, who is actively supporting the game, they're all saying he's run out of money. He did, Odera, I think by mistake. And that scares me, because if he's run out of money, there is no hope for this game anymore. None. He's... Oh my god. Anyway, that was the cons. He has asked for more people to buy the game, yeah. That was the cons. Now for my summary. I'm going to start from the top. Okay? I'm going to start from the top with, I hope you guys enjoyed this essay on Day of Dragons. I will not lie. I've never lied about this. I don't like Geo as a person. As a person, I think Geo is childish. I think he's arrogant. I think he's full of himself. And I think he cannot take criticism at all. The way that he has acted, the way that he treats his community, the way that he abuses his community is appalling. You forgot about talking about the time spent making... Oh, sorry, Sky Dragon. I'll circle back to that, I promise. Highlight that message. It is appalling. As a person, I do not like Geo at all. Now, allegedly, I'm going to put this at the front here. Someone who is connected to Geo called Ghost Spectre, and we know he's connected to Geo because Geo had him being admin on one of his personal servers. I don't know if he's his personal friend. I don't know if he's just some random community member. I don't know what he is to Geo. All I know is that he is connected to Geo. This man, Ghost Spectre, tried to dox Sid Alpha, IGP, and me. He has accused IGP, this person, this Ghost Spectre guy, has accused IGP in an offhanded way of being a pedophile, and he spends his days doing nothing but trolling. That doesn't shine very well on Geo either, as a person. So I don't like Geo at all, and his friends, assuming he is a friend and not just some random person who was admin on his server, is not painting him in a good light either. So I don't like jail. I don't like jail. Not at all. Do I want him to succeed? This is where I get into a bit of an iffy position here. Because as a person, because I don't like jail, his success pains me in a way. Because it makes... Well, he's not being successful. That's the problem. But at the same time, because of all the people who are working for Be Awesome Games, and because of all the poor community members who have put all this money into the Kickstarter, I want the game to succeed. I want the game to be good. So putting aside the lead developer who is an ass, for everyone else's sake, I really still genuinely want this game to succeed. Because people have put money and time and effort into it, and they deserve the game they wanted. Yeah, exactly, me here and there. I want the game to succeed for the sake of the game, not for him. The work that other people have been putting into the game seems to be fairly decent. I do not have anywhere near... But I have basically next to no experience animating or creating animation models. Not models, character models. So I can't talk in regards to that. From what my girlfriend has said, it is literally hell on earth. So, full props to, Jiao. Full props to Simon for the sound work. That's great. Full props to the animation team. From an indie game perspective, obviously I was nitpicking some things. Ignore that. That's just the funny haha. From an indie game perspective, you've done a great job. There's just not been any development. And that's where I'm going to leave off this, other than getting back to... He didn't highlight it, did he? Did he highlight it? Shit, where is it? I'm gonna get back to you. Where was it? Sky Dragon. There we go. The time spending animation. I'll get back to that and I'll talk about that in a second. Because this actually, this is perfect. This ties into the ending area here. Sky Dragon earlier said the reason why development has not been very fast is because of time spent waiting on animation. There is something in games that are called placeholders. This is what he claimed Irvin the Wyvern was, right? All this time, Jail could have been developing all these other features for Irvin to just take the code and plonk it on the new dragons when they come out. That's what all this time should have been spent doing. The map should have been brilliant at this point. 510 days working on a map? I want the Burj Khalifa, motherfucker. That's a joke. But, just because he doesn't have access to the direct models, fucking hell, Sky Dragon, what you use is placeholders. You take Irvin, which he owns, you plonk him into the Unreal Engine, you take his stats, you change them to what you want the next dragon stats to be, you put a big ball in front of him, and that's your projectile. You work on that. Set it up like that. It's not hard. And if he has literally been claiming, and I mean this, if he has literally been claiming that the reason why development is slow is because of the animation, he's either a liar or he's lazy. How much has this game raised without making actual progress? I don't know, man. It got $500,000 on Kickstarter. I just wish you'd have hired another developer. That's, at the end of the day, for all the shit I gave him, that was the one thing that if he had hired another developer, that I could, this would have been awesome. I would have been sitting here, I would have been playing this game that has so much more progress, and I would have been like, wow, guys, Day of fucking Dragons, let's go. Instead, he has just proven me right again and again and again, and it honestly sucks. Thank you, Pian. It honestly sucks. Sky Dragon. So, okay, let me give you some context for this. That's the end of that. All right. Sky Dragon just asked, weren't people giving him a load of shit for the placeholders? So in the original Kickstarter, Jail claimed that he had spent 2 years developing the demo. That was verbatim in the Kickstarter. I wonder if it's still there. Day of Drama comes. Day of Dragons. Let me see if I can find this for you. It's possible that he's changed it since. Store. Oh my god, you have so many fucking stretch goals. He might have removed it. I can go to the Wayback Machine. Right, let me go on the Wayback Machine. Wayback Machine. Worst case scenario, I'll go to my video and do it there. I don't want to misquote this because he's been an absolute shitter about this sentence. Here we go, 2019, November 14th. Let's have a look. No, Phantom. Again, no, that wasn't my point at all. I'll get to it, I promise. Whoever took this thingy, this Wayback Machine thing, is not English. Right. Fire's exposure. We've been waiting for the past 2 years. Yes. Claiming made everything himself that was in the store. Again, no. We'll get to this. I promise. Once the Wayback Machine fucking loads. When will Day of Dragons release? I can't fucking find it anymore. Oh my god, Wayback Machine loads so slow. Could have chat see all Sid Alpha's playlist and Day of Dragons got a dedicated playlist on YouTube. Yeah, alright, you know what? Sid Alpha's got all the information on his YouTube. I'm just gonna talk. Because I cannot be bothered digging this up. I'm so done with this fucking game already. It's only been 2 hours. So, what effectively happened is when Jail launched his Kickstarter, he claimed that it took him 2 years to build it. Later on, about a month after his, well, a bit more than a month after his Kickstarter went live, specifically after IGP and my videos came out, Jail backtracked and stated, oh no, I've been thinking about the game for 2 years, only developing it for 2 weeks. But on his Kickstarter, it said we had been working on this game, not verbatim, for 2 years with zero indication that he had only been thinking about it for 2 years and developing it for 2 weeks. That is what we were really digging in on. Because this man had come on here, he'd already gotten his $500,000 before he corrected himself. He kept adding more tiers for shit, claiming that he had spent 2 years working on this game that I put together in 2 days. And that was what we were all really hammering onto, because he was touting this demo that he had made as entirely his creation that he had been working on for the 2 years, when instead it was literally a 2-week project of him sitting on the Unreal Store, clicking different buttons and downloading different assets and throwing them together. That's why everyone who jumped against the game were against the game, because he was lying. He was lying hard, and he just kept lying over and over and over again. There was also something he said about developing another game for a while. There was a lot of shit. There was a lot of shit. It was exhausting. And I genuinely did come into this hoping that progress had been made in a good direction, and it really hasn't. Like, there's less dragons in now than there were when you had it in a demo. How? He's removed. We're not even talking about the fact that he's removed all the DLC off of the store. I don't know how many people bought those, but he's just fucking deleted them all for no reason. It took him 510 days to release an update that I would have expected a month after the demo release. All of this shit, that map wouldn't take long to make. The only thing that has had significant, well, I say significant, the only thing that's had any progress over the past 510 days is the custom models, which Jail had no hand in. Thank you, Austin James. I appreciate the correction there. So I'll say it again. I've never said the game is a scam, but the game is shit. Jail is an incompetent developer. He has done nothing over the past 510 days that has had any reasonable expectation of it taking that long. And I'm very, very, very disappointed, both on behalf of the community and on behalf of all of those Kickstart players. Everyone, the 12,000 people, let's put it into perspective here as well. Day of Dragons Kickstarter had almost 13,000 supporters. Let me get you the exact number. Sorry, no, they had 12,123 backers. The lowest backing you can give, 3,873 people. That's the lowest. $18 got a free copy of the game. Every other backer above that got a copy of the game and some extra bullshit, which really is completely fucking garbage. And yet, with this amazing update that Jail has released that is incredible and launches the game into beta, barely has 500 people playing right now. Right? And 500 people, impressive for an indie game that sold maybe 6,000 copies for a major update. For a game that has an estimated ownership, and I can actually get you this information. I can't get you the exact information, but I can get you an estimated ownership. Let me see if I can find it. Estimated owners between 53,000 and 127,000. That is based on the average owner percentages you get on reviews. Steam Spy assumes between 50,000 and 100,000. Let's go on the low end and say 50,000 people own this game. And with a 500 player concurrent dropping down to 235, it's about 10% of your player base online at any one time. Regarding, you at most have maybe 4,000, 5,000 people out of that 50 to 100,000 people playing the game on this major update. Let's not even consider the fact that his promised single player mode isn't even in. $510 days. Playtime estimations. The average playtime of all players who have played in the past 2 weeks is 7 minutes. What that means is that everyone who is logging on to play this game is logging out as soon as they see the shitstorm that is the game. And that that player count is about to drop. What happens from here? I don't know. I don't know what happens from here. I think at this point, Jail has sealed his fate. I'm fairly confident that there is no recovery. If he is at a level where he is claiming to be out of money, according to my chat and people who follow the game, if he is at a point where he is claiming to be out of money and is begging people to buy the game, I hate to say it, but I think this game is doomed. I don't see a future where this game becomes anything else. His one single saving grace of any description was the fact that he had the money available to hire more developers who could come in here and help him build this game, and he fucked it. Thank you for subscribing, okay? As far as everything else that happens with Day of Dragons, I'm going to leave that for professionals. Sid Alpha does a much better job covering drama, controversy, laws, anything like that. The only thing I could really cover from this game was my perspective as both a player and my perspective as someone who has been semi-professional in the games industry enough to know how things fit together, how things work, etc. etc. He's getting $3,000 a month in Patreon? No fucking way. No fucking way. I would like to thank the Random Dragons who showed me around, showed me the stuff that was in the game. You're very awesome. I'd like to thank everyone here for watching. Both people, he is what? Oh, I'll just put it in chat. There you go. For people who are both fans of the game and not fans of the game, I appreciate you all for being kind. Don't go witch hunting, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm out. I'm just... Wow. Keep enjoying the game for what it is. I know why people like the game right now. It's a chat simulator. That's it. It's a chat simulator where you get to pretend to be a pretty dragon. I am completely fucking drained. I can't wait to be banned from the game again. I'm going to send you all over to my favorite big bald English bastard, Tear of Grace. He's playing a game that is also by a solo developer that is infinitely better than Day of Dragons. I'm out. Catch you guys later.